ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation, week number 9 of the high school football season, as the Cougars of Hazleton area play host to the Blazers of Daniel Boone. You are looking live at Harmon Guy Stadium. It is homecoming weekend 2015 for Hazleton Area High School. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe Flanagan. Jim Burns on the stats. And I said Joe Flanagan, Joe DeMelfi, because we're getting a message coming through from Joe Flanagan that I think he's directing to you. And Gabriella Justin on the sidelines. And Joe, we got this matchup between Hazleton area and Daniel Boone for Coach Brennan. 3-5, last 2 games at home, including homecoming weekend tonight. He wants, especially for his seniors, for his team to go out on a good note.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things, Marty. Number one, I know Daniel Boone won the first couple games. I believe the first 3 had some injuries, and haven't had a win since. Hazleton area looking forward to getting this one. Number 1, it'll be win number 4 for Coach Brennan in his second year. Secondly, it's homecoming for the Cougars, so there's an extra added incentive.
The captains are heading out to midfield. They're going to meet with referee Fred Dute.
You guys want to shake hands again? Okay, let's review. White won the toss. They deferred their choice to the second half. You're going to receive. You're going to kick toward the scoreboard. Okay, put your backs over there, and Red, you stand over there. White has won the toss. They defer their choice to the second half. Hazleton will receive and defend the scoreboard. Okay, guys, good luck, have fun.
Daniel Boone has won the opening.
And as we heard from referee Fred Dute, Daniel Boone won the toss. They have deferred. So Hazleton area will get the ball to start. And Joe, the last couple of weeks that we've seen Hazleton area, did not get to see them against Wyoming Valley West last week. But in the games before that Wyoming Valley West game, they get the ball to start, and they look to run the ball, get off to a good start. And for the most part, in the last couple of weeks, they've done that.
One of the things that Coach Brennan is really intent on is running the ball, using the clock. The other team doesn't have the football, isn't as dangerous to score. So I think that's what he has in mind again tonight, as the Cougars will receive.
And we mentioned referee Fred Dute. Had a chance to check out his crew. Jim Trusky is the umpire. Bob Jones is the linesman. Bob Litzik is the line judge. Jim Darr is the side judge. And Mr. Anthony Midge Durso is our field judge. And Joe, I mentioned we got a message from Joe Flanagan. He said that the prediction you made me send him, he said you know a whole lot better than that.
Yeah, he's right. I just wanted to make sure he knew that I knew where he was.
Daniel Boone will come out in the white. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. The Cougars in the red for their 4th home game of the season. And as I mentioned, it is homecoming weekend 2015. And one of the things to keep track on unofficially, Adrian Otero needs 253 yards in the next 2 games to go over 1,000 for the season. He's got 10 touchdowns coming into tonight's game. So one of the stats to keep track of as the season winds down for Hazleton area.
No, Marty, we saw him last year as a freshman. This year as a sophomore, he has improved, become better from the freshman year to the sophomore year. Should be a good player for the Cougars, even better player for the Cougars next year.
Number 24, Drew Kresge to kick it away. Week number 9 is underway. And it'll take one hop over Matt Sutton's head into the end zone. Touchback. Cougars will start 1st and 10 at their own 20. As we get started, I'd like to remind you the official beverage of the WYLN Sports Crew, Hazel Park Water Store Spring Water. Get a look at that Cougar offense. Gunser, Sanchez, Marola, Dietrich Kostiel up front, Beelan the tight end. Ryan Sparky Wolk, the freshman quarterback, has been very impressive in his starts. Kinney and Otero in the backfield. Basic and Cabrera, the receivers.
Wolk has done an excellent job since taking over, Marty. Let's see how he handles the offense tonight.
Opening carry of the night is for Adrian Otero. He'll get a gain of about 4 to the 24. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Cougars.
You know, one of the things you can see with this Hazleton offense, as Wolk gains experience, seems more confident, moves more confidently, and really has done a nice job as referee calls a timeout.
And the clock continues to run. Wonder if we're having a problem with the game clock.
Pick your knees up. You should be running through these guys. Right over them. Come on.
Yes, they're looking at the clocks over a couple booths over from us. And they hit, it does look like they hit the stop button, but that clock continues to roll. And there seems to be an issue with the game clock. Now they got it to stop. And on October the 30th, the eve of Halloween, the Ghosts and Goblins are out early.
And they're on the scoreboard.
Well, at least you didn't say they were running the clock.
I was saving that for later. We have the right time on the clock.
And now they wind it. So 2nd down and 6 Cougars from their own 24. Fake the toss. Here's Kinney. Kinney up the middle has a 1st down and more. Carson Kinney in open field. He's into Daniel Boone territory. Down inside the 20. Kinney inside the 10. 1st and goal. Cougars on a Harry's you pull it. 1st down run by Carson Kinney.
Had Otero going to his left, handed off to Kinney coming back to the right side. That play has been very effective for the Cougars and proves again the running game early. Carson Kinney, big gainer.
How about a gain of 71 yards all the way to the Blazer 5? For the first time tonight inside the opening minute, the Cougars are in the Grand Central Red Zone. Otero is met in the backfield, and he'll be brought down for a loss.
Wait.
Very, very quickly upfield. Daniel Boone defense. Otero didn't have a chance, Marty, to take an extra step.
It was a loss of about 2 on the play. Has the ball marked back at the 7.
Take a look back here at Carson Kinney's 70-yard run.
This will be Kinney trying to elude the tackler. Gets inside the 5. Brought down by Jared Gaspari after a gain of about 4 to the 3. 3rd and goal for the Cougars.
Good tackle by Gaspari, hanging on to bring Kinney down.
Over 2 minutes gone in the opening quarter. No score on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. We thank you for joining us on this Halloween Eve. Hopefully the ghosts and ghouls will stay out, away from us for the evening. And the officials stop play. Timeout, Daniel Boone. Game tied at 0.
Timeout is taken by Daniel Boone as their first timeout.
We will keep it here.
Marty, looked like Wolk wanted to come out. Good timeout by Coach Parks. Took a look at that offensive set, decided he wanted to talk to his defense. Wolk looked like he wanted to come out of there on a rollout after a fake inside. I'm sure Coach Brennan, after giving Daniel Boone that look, will have an option, another play to look at as he talks to his team on the sidelines. And now they break onto the field.
So after the Blazer timeout, it'll be 3rd down and goal. As you see on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, Daniel Boone down to 2 timeouts here in the opening half. This will be Kinney. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And Coach Brennan, exactly. Handoff, straight handoff. Good push by the offensive line. Touchdown for Hazleton area. Here we take a look at it. And Kinney is able to hit up inside, right inside the defensive end for Daniel Boone.
Tristan Williams on for the point after. The kick is up and it is good. 9:27 left in the opening quarter. Watch out for those ghosts. Cougars lead it 7-0.
It's Oxoburger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton.
2016 Mazda 3i Sport. Lease it for only $169 a month. Or how about this 2016 Mazda 6i Sport? Lease it for only $179 a month. Or 2016 Mazda CX-5 Sport. Lease it for only $209 a month.
Burger Mazda, Route 93, Hazleton. Test drive a Mazda today.
Burger Family Dealerships. Drive with experience.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Have the Cougars up 7-0. Tristan Williams will kick it away. That kick will go into the end zone for the touchback. And the Blazers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20, trailing 7-0.
Marty, Hazleton area. First touchdown, Carson Kinney, 3-yard run. He follows that up from the 71-yard run he had from the line of scrimmage. Williams with the kick, 5 plays, 80 yards, 2 minutes, 33 seconds. And the Cougars strike quickly.
Had a quick look at that Cougar defense. Longazelle, Fuchik, Aresi, Sweats up front. Sutton, Beelan, Zukowski, Jones are the linebackers. Reeves and Van Blarg in the corners. Otero the safety. And getting his first carry of the night is Simque Ramsey, who just returned from injury for Daniel Boone last week. And he gets a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Ramsey off the right side. Hazleton area needs to have quicker run support. Nobody on the corner. Ramsey picks up about 6 or 7 yards on that 1st down.
Blazers lost senior quarterback Nick Hughes in week 4, going with the sophomore Josh Est at quarterback. And he gives off to Ramsey, who gets himself across the 30 to the 33. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Blazer 1st down. I'll tell you what, Joe, from early indications, if both teams are able to run like this, we'll be out of here pretty quickly.
Yeah, they both look like they're early on going to stick to the ground. Daniel Boone won 3 games early, Marty. Had some problems since then.
S slings the pass out to Jake Kuhn. Kuhn looks like they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 40, which would be a gain of 7.
There you see the throw by Est. Coons turns it up the field. If he can get outside on that type of play, going to pick up decent yardage, which he did. He picked up about 7. 2nd and 3 for the Blazers.
Ramsey goes straight up the middle, hit hard by a couple of Cougar defenders, but a great effort by Ramsey. Gets him a Harry's, you pull it. Blazer first down out to the 44.
Flag down, and we're going to take a look at this. Illegal shift, I believe, on Daniel Boone.
Takes away that great effort by Ramsey. So I'm guessing the Cougars take the penalty, make it a 2nd and 8.
There you see Ramsey up inside, had some people hanging on, but very determined runner, and he ends up picking that first down up. But because of the penalty,
There was a flag on the play, bringing the ball back to the 40-yard line.
some discussion now about where the ball should be placed.
Ball should be at the 35, because the 2nd and 3 was from the 40. I'm in shock that now they're having problems with the chains. And no, I think Robert Lutzik's going to go and talk to Fred Dude.
The reason he's going is because he had the Hazleton coaches screaming at him that the ball should be placed at the original, where the play started, line of scrimmage, which should be the 35, I believe.
Yeah, after the 5 yards, the original line of scrimmage was the 40, and now the shift brings it back to the 35. They marched it off the 5. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Blazers.
Now that we got that straightened out,
let's move on. That's Kuhn in motion. This is Ramsey eluding one tackler, but he can't elude a second. He'll be brought down by Eddie Beelan for a loss of 1.
what happened was, Marty, as he got up, he looked like he was trying to hit it hard, at penetration, they being Hazleton area. And then Eddie Beelan stepped in with his defensive friends and made the tackle. So we're having 3rd and 8 for Daniel Boone.
And I mentioned Bob Lutzik. We're happy to say Bob was telling Jim Burns before tonight's game that Bob's daughter is going to be watching us live tonight on WYLNTV.com all the way in Nashville, Tennessee. So I'd like to say hello to her watching tonight's broadcast. Est rolls right, throws, and almost picked off. Otero and Beelan were in the neighborhood as the pass was intended for Jordan Hughes.
We're gonna kick it off, so let's go.
Problem was, back went the wrong way on the fake. Est came out, no one around him. He had some pressure, tried to get up, couldn't get anything on it. Very, very dangerous pass, Marty. Hazleton area's defense does a good job.
And Hunter Van Blargen is back deep at his own 25, awaiting the kick from Drew Kresge, the senior. Nice kick, end over end. Takes a bounce. Actually takes a Cougar roll near the 30. It'll be down at the Hazleton area 28-yard line. If you have broken jewelry, gold or silver, you can turn them into cash. Take them to Northeast Gold and Silver Exchange, located in the Churchill Mall, Hazleton. They pay the highest prices for your gold and silver. Northeast Gold and Silver Exchange in the Churchill Mall. 7:44 remaining in the opening quarter. Hazleton area took their opening possession, went 80 yards, and lead at 7-0. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen, to Sparky Wolk's left And Wolk will pass on first down. This is to Beelan, who eludes one tackler and leans forward across the 40 to the 43. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar first down.
Beelan is a good person to have wide. Number one, he's good size, and he just pulls away from the defensive back who took a chance on the pass. Didn't quite get there. Beelan picks up good yardage, enough for the first.
Pass play of 14 yards as the Cougars at their own 43. Wolk had trouble with the snap, loose football. Blazers are claiming they have it. Do the officials agree? And they do. Making the recovery for Daniel Boone, Jared Gaspari.
Sometimes, Marty, when you're doing well offensively, the other team doesn't stop you, you stop yourself, and that's exactly what happened to Hazleton area there. Wolk never had the ball. Looked like come up, hit him maybe on the heel of his hand and went to the ground. So Daniel Boone, possession, Hazleton's 43-yard line.
This will be a handoff to Ramsey. Steve Longazelle makes the tackle after a gain of maybe a yard.
Carried by Ramsey, tackle made by...
And in all honesty, and I'm trying not to make light of it, but you were a center, Joe. Even though you say that Wolk didn't have it, could it also be a situation where the quarterback's pulling out too fast?
That's exactly what I think happened there. It looked like he was trying to get out of there, and the ball... Yeah, I wasn't blaming it on the center. I mean, obviously, as Ramsey goes to the left, great run support there. I was just saying they have to be in sync, Marty, and that didn't happen there. Hazleton area with good run support as Ramsey tried to get to the corner, picked up maybe 2.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 8 from the Cougar 41. Blazers trying to capitalize on the fumble. This is Est. Est inside the 40, brought down near the 35. It'll bring up 4th and short.
Est did a nice job. I keep talking in that type of offense, hiding the ball. He did a great job getting it in there, getting it out. Tough to see if you're playing defensively, you have to find a football. But Est was able to get it up the field, looking at a 4th and 2. Daniel Boone goes for it.
And they'll give it to Ramsey. Ramsey trying to bounce it outside. Eludes a couple of tacklers, but the Cougar defense drops them for a loss, and they hold on downs.
I'll tell you what, Ramsey wanted to take it outside, didn't have much of a choice, bounced it outside. The Cougars initially, he ran out of maybe 1 tackle, but then look at how many Hazleton area players right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 or 6 players in on the tackle to stop Ramsey.
Credit Matt Sutton. He blew the play up to begin with. Didn't get him down initially, but then combined with Eddie Beelan to bring him down for a loss back to the 40. A loss of 5. So the Cougars take over 1st and 10 from their own 40 with 5:38 left. On the Berger Family Dealership first quarter scoreboard, 7-0 Cougars. And Wolk will go out of the gun. He's got Otero to his left. Wolk looking left. Now down the middle. That's Cabrera. It's caught. Cabrera is tripped up inside the Blazer 40. Good for another. Cougar. Harry's, you pull it. 1st down.
Over the linebackers in front of the secondary. They have it spread out pretty well. Good protection. And Cabrera finds that space over the backers under the secondary. Wolk makes an adequate throw. Cabrera with the catch. 1st down for the Cougars.
Gain of 23 on the play. Have the Cougars at the Blazer 37, 1st and 10. This is Kinney. He'll get hit in the middle after a gain of about 4. Cole Becker leading the charge for the Blazers.
Becker did a great job on that tackle, standing Kinney up after he picked up a couple of yards. Cougars threatening for the 2nd time in the ball game. inside the 35-yard line of Daniel Boone.
This is going to be Otero trying to get to the outside. Otero gets himself down to the 25. Good for another. Cougar, Harry's you pull it. First down.
Otero right side ran out of the first tackle, then picks up good yardage to make the first down right here. Right there, runs out of a tackle, runs by, finally brought down after the first down.
Scoring update from Crispin Field in George Curry's final regular season home game. The Crusaders go 95 yards on a return for a touchdown. Bulldogs block the extra point, so the Dogs lead it 7-6. Here are Cougars in front 7-0 as they'll greet the Bulldogs here on WYLN in the regular season finale next week. Pass over the head of Basic, off a couple of other hands, incomplete.
Wolk had time to throw it, kept looking for somebody. Basic finally appeared, couldn't quite hang on, ball a little high, so we're looking at a 2nd and 10 for Hazleton area.
We thank you for joining us tonight here on WYLN Live High School Football, week number 9 from Harmon Geist Stadium. I'm Marty Burns, joined by the coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats. Gabriella Justin on the sidelines. Cougars leading 7-0, have a first down and 10 from the Blazer 26. Wolk a quick drop, throwing it out for Van Blargen. And one of the tough things is you got to make sure you hear that whistle, because that was very close to a lateral, coach.
You want to make sure that ball's going downhill when you throw it. Like you said, doesn't take much for it to turn into a lateral. Then you have a real problem with trying to recover it, or the defense recovering it and taking over. So 2 incompletions lead us to the 3rd down.
So Wolk will go out of the gun. He's got Kinney to his right, Otero to his left. Cabrera and Van Blargen out wide. Wolk's pass to Van Blargen, complete. Van Blargen hit immediately by Kuhn, but that should be enough for a Cougar first down at the 15. It's a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Great route by Van Blargen, right to the chains. Ran that little bit of a stop route. Knew he was going to get hit. Good coverage, and Wolk puts it in there. You have to credit the offensive line, Marty. Did a good job. In fact, every time Wolk has thrown tonight, he's felt very little pressure. The offensive line doing their job.
Toss to Otero. Otero stuttered and found some open space inside the 10. Brought down at about the 8, a gain of 7 on the play. As the Cougars will continue in the Grand Central red zone.
Otero has been able to do that. Wolk just gets rid of the ball. Otero takes that little step you talked about, Marty, and picks up about 6 or 7 yards.
It was amazing. You could see it very nicely from up here. It seemed like they all just flowed to the sideline, expecting him to take it to the outside. A little stutter step, and he found a hole.
Turn it back. That means the backside of the defense isn't getting there.
Kinney got the carry. Loose football. See what the officials say here. It looks like the Cougars got on the fumble, so it'll be 3rd down and short, just inside the 6. Did a great shot there from our field level camera. Two minutes left in the opening quarter on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard. 7-0 Cougars. Cougars looking to build on that lead here with a 3rd down and short. This is Otero, straight up the middle, spins. And Otero still on his feet. They push, he's in, touchdown Cougars.
Hazleton area has done that a lot this year. We've seen them. They go unbalanced right. They run a little counter back to the short side. Otero was hit at the line of scrimmage. If you'll watch this, right there he's hit, spins out of it, and here it's all Otero. Little help from his friends. Into the end zone. Cougars up by 13, looking to make it 14.
Tristan Williams on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. 1:44 left in the opening quarter. Cougars lead it 14-0.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money, too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Welcome you back on this Halloween Eve to Harmon Guy Stadium. Cougars increased their lead to 14-0 on Adrian Otero's team-leading 11th rushing touchdown. Tristan Williams to kick it away. And this will be Kuhn from the 5. He's across the 15, the 20. Kuhn is going to be brought down at about the 36 by Carson Kinney.
With the return out to the Daniel Boone 36-yard line, making it first 10 Blazers from their own 36-yard line.
So after the good return by Kuhn, 1st and 10 Blazers from their own 36. Fake to Kuhn, this is Ramsey. Trying to get to the outside, the Cougars again read it well. Ramsey does all he could to try to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you one of the things, Ramsey looks like he's straight ahead would be very, very effective. Here, they tried to run a little bit of a counter-type play. And I'll tell you what, defensively, up the field, Zach Buszczyk was there first, had a lot of penetration, then he got some help.
Quarterback Est keeps it, gets a gain of about 5 across the 40 near the 41.
Marty, Hazleton area's last drive, Otero. Left side, a little bit of a counter, 6-yard run. Williams with the kick, 9 plays, 60 yards. Volk was 2 for 4 for 34 yards and good protection by that offensive line.
And remember, that drive started on the Cougars holding on downs after the fumble recovery by Daniel Boone. S pass, complete. This is Ryan Okunuski, who gets into Cougar territory and has a blazer. Harry's You Pull It. First down.
Okunuski did a nice job there, but taking a little step inside. Cabrera couldn't make the stop. First down for Daniel Boone.
Ball marked at the Cougar 47. Clock winds under 24 seconds left in the opening quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. 14-0 Cougars. This is Ramsey, hit immediately in the backfield, leans forward. Football's lost, but Daniel Boone recovers. Jumping on that was Jordan Hughes. Fuchik again with the big play for the Cougar defense.
Second time Fuchik has able to been up the field.
That'll bring the quarter to zeros. Through 1. Hazleton area 14. Daniel Boone nothing. You're watching live high school football on WILN.
I was working in the lab.
Class, this is the most important information I can give you. Remember, no one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and I'm so excited to have you meet one of our wire guys, Zach.
Yeah, I want to get there fast, give you a nice, clean, quality job you're going to be happy with. You know, having a family of my own, someone was working in my house. I want it to be safe. I want it to be right. That's what I want to do for you.
So whether it's just adding a receptacle to a complete whole house rewiring,
We're your guys.
give the wire guys a call.
And if we're late, you get paid.
The wire guys.
Honey, you mean everything to me. But I just want to let you know one thing before we go any further. No one beats a Fairway Chevrolet deal. No one.
Fairway Chevrolet, Route 309 in Hazel Township. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. No one.
He did the Monster Mash.
Halloween weekend, also homecoming weekend 2015 at Hazleton Area High School. And through a quarter, the Cougars lead it 14-0.
They've not only dominated on the scoreboard as we are waiting for a second down snap from the Blazers.
This is Ramsey trying to get to the outside. Ramsey met by Otero and brought down after a gain of about 2.
Great pursuit by Otero from that safety position. Ramsey wanted to go left. He leveled off right here. He's running to the sideline. Otero comes up, maybe a yard gain on that play for Ramsey.
Play action. S being pressured from behind. Longazelle with the sack and forced the fumble. Eddie Beelan recovers for the Cougars. They'll get the ball at the Daniel Boone 46.
I'll tell you what, that was a great effort by Longazelle from the backside. Missed block backside's going to cost you when you sprint away, especially if the quarterback pulls up, which S did. Marty, first quarter, Hazleton area, 154 total, 106 yards rushing, 48 yards passing. Daniel Boone, 41 yards total, 22 yards rushing, 19 passing. Ramsey had 13 yards his first 2 carries. Since then, minus yardage.
So the Cougars get a fumble recovery and start from the Daniel Boone 47. Walk pumps, looking for Cabrera. He's got him. Cabrera is going to be brought down inside the 10 by Kuhn, down to the 7. A gain of 40. Good for a Cougars. Carries you, pull it, first down.
I'll tell you what happened to the defensive back. Van Blargen ran a post. The defensive back looked for him. The cornerback gave up on Cabrera. The safety now stuck between Cabrera and Van Blargen. Didn't know which way to go. Wolk with a nice throw. Good protection again.
And again, the Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. First and goal from the 7. Toss to Otero. Otero tries to cut it back, but he's met by a host of white jerseys. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, second and goal.
That time, the backside of the defense did an excellent job for Daniel Boone getting there. Here you see that as he tries to cut it back. Hit, brought down. Very nice job defensively by the Blazers.
Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will compile the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard, and we'll have homecoming festivities for our Hazleton Area High School. Have another 10-plus minutes of game action to go before that. Whoa, quick drop pass to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Eddie Beelan.
Yeah, they tried to sneak Beelan on that tight end type look right up the middle. Otero was going in motion to the right, wanted to spread the secondary. Wolk felt some pressure, had to get it off. Ball on the ground, so we're looking at a 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Eddie Beelan was a guest on Sports Talk a couple weeks back and tried to convince Coach Brennan that he can catch the ball. It looked like Coach was giving him an opportunity there.
Well, he certainly has the size and can run pretty well.
Throw for Beelan, it's intercepted.
Great break on the ball.
Picked off by Caleb Nelson.
I'll tell you what, excellent break on the ball. Here you see it. Wolk didn't have a lot on it. Ball was a little low. But great job on the catch by Nelson.
So the Blazers come up with the big play defensively, get the ball back at their own 7-yard line with 10:29 left in the half, trailing by 14. The give is to Ramsey. Ramsey spins, still on his feet, still pulling tacklers across the 20 to the 22. And that'll be a Blazer. Harry's you pull it first down. And also down is an injured Cougar back at about the 12.
Ramsey, if he finds room right here, he's up the field. Nobody up the field early to threaten him, and he's able to run out of several tackles here. And his knee was down. Hazleton area.
The training staff looking at Matt Sutton.
I think Sutton was in that first wave trying to make that tackle. They list Ramsey as 5'10", about 195, so he has good size.
And Sutton is able to leave under his own power, and while we have a chance before the next play, we'll head down to the sidelines to Gabriella.
Thank you, Marty. Before Carson Kinney ran that long play on the opening play of the game, you and Joe were the ones speaking about the Cougars' run game. Well, earlier this week, Coach Brennan also said that the games the Cougars have been successful in, they've been able to run the ball effectively. On defense, they said they're really going to try to watch out for Sinke Ramsey, get him down on the ground. And you also mentioned the Blazers starting quarterback who's been out for most of the season, Nick Hughes. That's been detrimental to them this season. Last year, Hughes was almost a 2,000-yard passer. Marty?
Thank you, Gabriella. And Long Gazelle with a big play to bring down Ramsey for a loss of about 2.
I think that's what you need to do to stop him, Marty. Get good penetration, at least get a shoulder on him. Might not make the tackle, but slow him down so that the defensive pursuit can get there. That time, Long Gazelle did the job himself. Here you see it. Tough to run if you only have a step, as Ramsey bangs it up in there for a couple.
Actually leading forward for a gain of about 5. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Ramsey once again, tackle made by Caleb Yarner, making it 3rd and 7.
Play action, being pressured. Long Gazelle there again. They're going to rule, I believe, that his arm was coming forward.
Got to block backside, as I said before, Marty. Long Gazelle putting a lot of pressure from the backside on the quarterback. You know, I think as a coach then you take a look and say, okay, let's either go to a 3-step drop or let's double the backside. You hate to do that. It's almost wasting a man. But if you can't block there, you can't throw the ball if you're sprinting away and the quarterback pulls up.
And we had a great replay from our production crew. You saw there that Long Gazelle was able to get to S, but his arm was going forward. So a nice call by Fred Dudas. Van Blargen calls for the fair catch, bobbles, and he corrals it at the 41. That's where the Cougars will take over. 8:57 left in the opening half, leading 14-0.
Marty, you mentioned a shot from our production crew. Done a great job all year long. We've had some excellent replays, and that was a good example right there as you saw the arm coming forward, as you mentioned.
And we'll mention it more than once tonight. Mention George Curry's final regular season home game tonight. And his final regular season game will be here at Harmon Geist Stadium next Friday night against the Cougars, and the big rivalry game will be on the air next Friday at 7. Berwick, Hazleton area regular season week number 10. The regular season finale for Berwick head coach George Curry, and you'll be able to watch it here next Friday night at 7. Otero with a gain of about 6 on first down.
Ground game important, and it served Hazleton area very well. They have used the passing game to their advantage. Wolk doing a nice job managing the offense at this point.
Wolk with a pitch to Otero. He's got a first down and more before he goes out of bounds at about the 43 of Daniel Boone. Good for a Cougar. Harry's, you pull it first down.
First time that Hazleton area's run that play tonight. Great job inside. They had a man on the quarterback, but nobody on the pitch. Otero was able to get to the corner and pick up yardage. If you run the option occasionally, sometimes it's tough for the defense to get to their assignments. Like I said, the quarterback had somebody on him, but the pitch man was open.
Otero spins down to the 40 for a gain of 3. And one of the things, Joe, with that option play, and we've seen it a couple different times in different style plays, and I mentioned it to Coach Brennan, one of the most impressive things with Ryan Wolk for a freshman is his ball handling skills.
There's no doubt about it. He's become better, too. As we've seen him over the last several games, he definitely has become, and it goes back to getting more reps in practice, Marty. The more reps you get, the better you're going to be at it.
Beelan and Kinney in motion to the top of your screen. Again, a bad snap. Wolk picks it up, and he'll be dropped for a loss of about a yard.
Again, they've had some issues with that exchange. Looking at a 3rd and about 8 for the Cougars.
And at Crispin Field, the score remains 7-6 Berwick over Coughlin in a key District 2 AAA matchup. Currently the 2nd and 3rd place teams in District 2 AAA. As Wolk tried to swing it out to Otero.
What happened?
Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
Marty, Otero didn't get wide enough on that play. He ran his route right to the back or defensive back or the linebacker. If he would have been wider, Wolk would have had a better look at him.
And credit Joey on with that tight coverage on Otero, forcing the 4th down. And the Cougar punt team out for the first time tonight with Tristan Williams to punt it away. And Williams will go for the coffin corner. And it's off of the Blazer hands, out of bounds at the 2. It'll be marked. Big break for the Hazleton area special teams, forcing the Blazers to go 98 yards.
They used to say, and I don't know if they do it anymore, set your heels at the 9 or 10 yard line. If the ball goes over your head, don't field it. If it sticks at the 1 or 2, then so be it. But if you try to handle it, exactly what happened there.
I've seen one of your golf shots that could probably stick at the 1 or the 2.
That's how far they've gone, 1 or 2 yards. Let's see if the Hazleton area defense can capitalize.
Has to pass on first down to get some room away from the shadow of their goalpost to Jordan Hughes.
I'll tell you what, Marty, I like it. Coach Parks took a chance and got a pass out there. Instead of trying to bang it 3 or 4 times, And he picked up about 8 yards on the play, maybe 7. So we're looking at 2nd and 3.
And this will be Ramsey. Spins away, and he'll get to the 15 for a gain of 6. Good for a Blazer. Harry's you pull it, first down. But it may have come at a price, as Ramsey, it looks like, is slow to get up.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have to be honest with you, Marty. His running style, pretty upright. He bangs it in there and tries to fight for every yard. So tough when you have 4 or 5 guys pounding on you every time you run the football.
And we want to remind you that an update from Crispin Field, Joe. The Bulldogs, with 6:30 left in the opening half, now lead at 14-6.
Marty, we saw Coughlin against Hazleton area, and I thought Coughlin, Coach Brennan did a great job keeping the ball away from Coughlin. They could be physical, so it'll be an interesting matchup. But right now, it's as you said, 14-6 ball game.
And as we mentioned, a very key matchup in District 2 AAA. Currently, Coughlin in second with 780 points, an average of 97.5 points per game. Berwick 760 points, an average of 95. So a big game tonight, especially with both teams at 6-2. Not only would you get the win over one of those teams that you're chasing a District 2 playoff berth with, but then you get all the points that they accumulated with their victories.
Yeah, I think a win by either team will get them home field for the playoffs. So there's a lot at stake.
And put a lot of pressure on the top team in District 2, Scranton Prep. Currently at 950, but if Scranton Prep has any stumbles, then either Berwick or Coughlin are right on their tail for the top seed in District 2 AAA. And as you see, Ramsey slowly leaving the field with a little bit of a limp. Looks like he's stretching out that right leg, and you almost wonder, stretching out a leg like that, if on the tackle he might have got rolled up on.
I rolled up on, banged on the knee on the tackle. I mean, there's a couple of things, but looked like he was walking okay as he went to the sideline. Looking at a first down for Daniel Boone.
Spencer McIntosh, a sophomore, replaces Ramsey, and another sophomore est his pass to the outside incomplete, looking for Cole Becker.
I'll tell you what, Long Gazelle up the field very quickly to level Est as he gets rid of that ball.
I'll tell you what, in this second quarter, it's been almost impossible blocking Steve Long Gazelle.
He is all over the field tonight for that Hazleton area defense.
Low snap. This is McIntosh straight up the middle. He's hit hard after he gains about 2 to the 18. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Let's see what the Blazers have in store. 3rd and long. They come out in a slot. Wide slot left. Open end to the right side.
Low snap. S being pressured again and gets the pass off. Kuhn tried to make a sliding attempt, but couldn't corral the pass as it fell incomplete as the Cougar pressure forced that incompletion.
Yeah, there's several ways of pass defense. One is with the secondary. The other is, as you saw right there, pressure on the quarterback. Ested just didn't have time to get that off, although give him credit for getting the ball close to the receiver.
For the Cougars is number 2, Hunter Van Blargen.
Van Blargen back deep, awaiting the kick from Kresge. Kresge gets off another nice kick, takes one bounce, picked up by Van Blargen. Van Blargen eluded one, can't elude the second as Kuhn came up and made the open field tackle after a short return by Van Blargen. Cougars start at their own 45, 5:04 left in the half. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. Coming up at the half, we'll have the 2015 homecoming ceremonies for Hazleton Area High School. We'll also get a look at Jim Burns' halftime stats that are brought to you by Burger Family Dealerships. So a lot coming up at the half. Invite you to stay tuned on this Halloween Eve. Thank you for joining us here on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats, Gabriella Justin on the sidelines. And the Cougars take over 1st and 10. Otero loses the football, picks it back up. Otero trying to take it to the far side, and Otero will get himself a 1st down inside the Blazer 40. It's a Harry's you pull it. 1st down. And coach, just as they drew it up, right?
I'll tell you what, Marty, you have to say to yourself, how can your running back fumble and then pick it up and pick up 12 yards in a 1st down? The reason he did that, there was absolutely no penetration. The offensive line did an excellent job. And Otero was able to pick up the 1st down after the fumble.
Walk back to pass. Looks for Cabrera. Complete. Cabrera trying to get it to the outside. He's inside the 30, pushed out of bounds at about the 27. A gain of 13, good for another Harry's you pull it. Cougar 1st down.
Yeah, we have a flag far side. Think it's a hold.
There is a penalty on the play. It'll be holding against the Cougars.
So after we saw that great replay, that play in essence really didn't happen.
It did not happen, and although Wolk made a nice throw, Cabrera with a good move, off for nothing. As they come back, redo the down.
Ball goes all the way back to the Hazleton area 47. So it'll be a 1st down and 23. 4:46 left in the opening half. As we mentioned, Cougars, you can see on the Burger Family Dealership scoreboard, have all 3 timeouts remaining. So no need to rush for Hazleton area offensively. Fake pass, give to Kinney. Kinney back into Blazer territory, and Kinney will be brought down at about the 44 for a gain of 9.
Kinney up with that fake at the right hand, give with the left hand.
Daniel Boone, 44-yard line.
I'm sorry, Wolk with the fake and Kinney picking up good yardage. As you mentioned, Marty, they have their timeouts left. They have the wind with them, which obviously is an aid to Williams, who has a strong leg to begin with, if they decide to go the field goal route.
Second and 14 as Wolk rolls right. Throws for Cabrera. Incomplete.
Bringing up 3rd down and 14.
Wolk was able to step up the field to make that throw. He did a pretty nice job getting it there. Cabrera came underneath. There was a collision with the defensive back. That not pass interference wasn't called. Both players going and looking for the ball. So it's 3rd down and about 15 for the Cougars.
Three receivers to the bottom of your screen. Wolk looking that way. Throws deep down middle for Cabrera. A little underthrow. Bobbled and caught. Cabrera brought down inside the 20. Good for a Cougar. Harry's you pull it 1st down.
Cabrera keeping himself under control. Defensive back lost after a lot of time. Again, give the offensive line credit. One defensive back going after it, but Cabrera keeps his eyes on the ball, makes the bobble, and then the catch. 1st down for the Cougars.
Cougars back in the Grand Central red zone at the Blazer 17. 3:40 and counting left on the Burger Family Dealership 2nd quarter scoreboard. Kinney in motion to the bottom of your screen. Give us to Otero. Otero spins inside. Spins again. Pyle being pushed inside the 10 to the 9, a gain of 8.
Otero powers his way down inside the 10-yard line.
Right side, take a look at this. Colin Gunser pulling up the field to lead that play. Darrow picks up good yardage.
Cougars to the Daniel Boone 9-yard line.
We've been given updates from Crispin Field, but we don't want to forget Game 3 of the World Series. We'll be giving updates of that as well, as Noah Syndergaard will take to the mound for the Mets. Giovanni Ventura will pitch for the Royals. Here it's a 2nd and 2 for the Cougars. And again, mishandle and a fumble recovery for Daniel Boone, as Gaspari with another fumble recovery for the Blazers.
Otero very quick, right side. The ball obviously not meshed. Looked like it was on his hip. Looked like he hit the line very quickly, and the ball didn't get there. So Daniel Boone defensively makes another recovery, as you mentioned. Gaspari.
And McIntosh in again at tailback. He'll get the pitch. McIntosh cuts it back, and McIntosh pulls his way across the 15 to about the 16, a gain of 6. But Joe, I mentioned that I got an early update. Mets pulling out all the stops. If you want to get in a New York state of mind, Billy Joel sang the national anthem tonight at Citi Field.
They may need more than that.
Eston an open backfield throws and almost intercepted. I believe that was Cabrera defensively knocking the pass away.
Cabrera, very good break on the ball. Read the quarterback all the way. As you said, Marty, knocked it down. If it was intercepted, it was 6. Nobody between Cabrera and the goal line.
Blazers with 2 timeouts left, minute 56 on the clock, and a big 3rd down. Est keeps. Est gets across the 20 to about the 22. That'll be good for a Blazer. Harry's you pull it 1st down.
Est with a good job again. Sophomore running the offense, picking the 1st down up.
Fumbled as Est looked to pass, and it looked like McIntosh might have been the one to knock it out of his hand. Coach Brennan takes a timeout. Cougars lead it 14-0. We will keep it here, and mentioned earlier, Coach Brennan had the full allotment of 3 timeouts, so he uses the first here as he wants to get the ball back before the halftime.
Yeah, 2nd and 12 with that fumble. As you said, Marty, using one of those timeouts. Make a big play defensively here, Marty. Might use another one, force the punt, or if you don't use it here, use it after the 3rd down.
And according to the graphic here, live tomorrow, courtesy of Sports Fever TV, East Stroudsburg University will be playing Bloomsburg, and that looks like it'll be 1 o'clock. Not sure what that does to our rebroadcast tomorrow, but 1 o'clock, Bloomsburg, East Stroudsburg, here on WYLN. Oh, rebroadcast will be right after that Bloomsburg game, I'm guessing somewhere around 4 o'clock. As Est on 2nd and long, low snap, being pressured, and it may have been tipped. I believe that was Josh Zukoski that came through and tipped it as it fell incomplete. big break for Hazleton area as Coach Brennan will get to keep at least one of those 2 timeouts.
Big break. Zukowski gets up in the air. Est has the ball knocked down. He tried to make that throw. So 3rd and 12.
And Est, again, the pass, this time a screen, read well by the Cougar defense. Logan Jones with the play. Cougars take their second timeout, leading 14-0.
Logan Jones sat on the screen, was there all the while, Marty. Hazleton area was getting a rush from Beelan, several of his friends, but Logan Jones sat right there and made the tackle.
What a heady play by the Cougars senior Logan Jones, who we're going to see during homecoming festivities. And a very impressive young man. Got to meet him this past week on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network. Very impressive young man is Logan Jones, and read that screen pass very well and made the play to force the loss. And the Cougars will get it back. Minute 23 on the clock. Kresge will punt it away. Van Blargen stands at his own 45. High kick. And sliding down is Hughes at the 42. So the Cougars will have it there with a minute 15 remaining in the half. 1 timeout remaining.
It's up here, right?
Down at the Cougar 41-yard line. First and 10 Cougars, their own 41.
That's why I asked. Go.
And the ball will actually be marked at the 41, 1st and 10, a minute 15 remaining. Basic and Cabrera will go out wide to the top of your screen. Otero on the bottom of your screen. Wolk looking that way, pumps, throws downfield, has Otero. Did he get a foot in? Yes, he did. He's knocked out of bounds at the Blazer 32. Good for a Harry's. You pull it. Cougar first down.
Good catch. Great throw. Good protection. No penetration. Wolk makes the fake down the field, gets it to Otero, who makes the catch and ends up at the 33-yard line. He goes out of bounds. So 1 timeout left for the Cougars, 1:09 on the clock until halftime.
Now Otero goes in the backfield with Wolk. Wolk looks left, and miscommunication there as Cabrera continued downfield. And the pass was behind him as Wolk thought Cabrera was going to do something different on that pattern.
Well, Van Blargen ran a go route. Cabrera, I think, was going to run an out and up, and he was starting the out, then turned up. Wolk made the throw. Stops the clock with 1:05.
Second and 10 from the Blazer 33. Wolk being pressured. And I think he intended to throw it low, and they do say it was incomplete, as Wolk knew that play was blown up and just wanted to down it, save time on that clock, and the incompletion keeps it with a minute remaining.
Wolk had pressure left side, looked at the screen man, and as you mentioned, Marty, threw it into the ground.
We've seen a couple times since he's went out, Ramsey coming out on defense. That last time he limped off to the sidelines again. So we'll have to see how much of Cinque Ramsey we're going to see in the rest of this ball game. Wolk's pass looking for Basic, incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down.
Basic goes incomplete, bringing up.
Basic ran the route inside the defensive back. Wolk got it there just a little bit out of his reach. So we'll look at a 4th and 10, under a minute.
It looks like the Cougars are going to send out Tristan Williams. with, I believe, the wind at his back. A 50-yard attempt.
What's blowing, Marty? I think it would aid him. This is a pretty good kick in anybody's book.
The hold is down. Kick is up. Does it have enough? No, it'll fall short. No good.
Not
Tristan
by a lot.
Williams, maybe 45 he would have had it, but 50 might have been too much, but it was on line.
He had it probably 3 to 5 yards short, Marty. And we said he has a strong leg, and you can see it from that kick.
So the Blazers take over. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Ball will go all the way back to the 20. 1st and 10 for the Blazers. And I would think that Coach Parks, even with the 2 timeouts, may want to just run out this clock and get to the locker room and make some adjustments and see about getting Ramsey some treatment as well. But Esta's going to pass. Throwing downfield for Hughes. Knocked away by Cabrera.
That shows that he can throw the ball given some time. He made a decent throw. Good coverage by Cabrera.
Daniel Boone from their own 20-yard line.
Offensive line for the Blazers did a nice job there.
The game at Crispin Field has gone to the half. Berwick leading 14-6. And a big matchup in District 2 AAA as the Bulldogs leading Coughlin. Fake to Kuhn to give to McIntosh, and McIntosh will be brought down from behind by Eddie Beelan. Loss of about a yard on the play.
Yeah, that Coach Parks, I think, has decided to go ahead and keep it on the ground. As you mentioned, Marty, take it to the locker room at halftime, see if they can make some adjustments offensively. Right now, they do not have any points on the board.
The give is to McIntosh, straight up the middle. McIntosh will get a gain of 9 to the 28. The clock will run out. On homecoming weekend 2015, the score at the half, Hazleton area 14, Daniel Boone nothing on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. You're watching live high school football on WILN.
One horn flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one horn flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one horn flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange.
All right, Coach Brennan, you guys are up right now at the half. Are the guys running the ball as effectively as you had hoped?
No, there's no push up front right now. We're not running the ball effectively. We're not consistent in turnovers. 3 turnovers in the red zone. I mean, we should have more points than 14, so we have to play better in the second half.
There has been an issue with ball security on both sides of the teams. Do you think the weather has anything to do with that?
No, I don't think so. I just think, we're a little sloppy. We need to be better in the second half. We have this 2-score lead. It's not going to be enough in this game. We just got to play better.
Okay, well, good luck that second half. Back to you, Marty and Joe.
One horn flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one horn flying purple people eater. A one-eyed, one horn flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. One-eyed. Really came down to earth and...
You've lived with it for too long. That recurring joint or muscle pain that makes everyday tasks a strain and repetitive movement almost impossible. Why put it off? The sooner you seek treatment, the more options you'll have. The faster you'll be back in full stride. The latest non-surgical solutions. The region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
Do-it-yourself stores may be fine for garden hoses and 2x4s, but appliances? Those guys may know these washers. But Grand Central knows these washers, and ranges, and refrigerators, and more. GE and GE Profile appliances are designed to reflect the modern approach to style, with clean lines and a streamlined look for today's kitchens. So for wood screws and wheelbarrows, go ahead, do it yourself. But for the right appliances at the right price, let Grand Central do it for you.
Welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. At the half, the Cougars leading the Blazers of Daniel Boone on the Berger family dealership by a score of 14-0 on rushing touchdowns by Carson Kinney and Adrian Otero. Looks like they're set at midfield for homecoming festivities 2015. We had the public address announcer, Mark Arterbein.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to have your attention while we introduce our homecoming court and announce this year's King and Queen. The King and Queen will be crowned by our teachers who have been voted by the senior class as this year's senior honorees. They are Jared Stock, Ian Hearn, and Brian Jacobs. First is Jody Landis. Jody is the daughter of Jeff and Yvonne Landis of Sugarloaf. She is a member of the varsity volleyball team. Jody has been a member of a number of high school clubs, including National Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, Junior Leadership, FBLA, and the Executive Council. She would like to attend the main campus of Penn State University, where she plans to study actuarial science. Logan Jones is the son of Denise and Rich Jones of McAdoo. Logan is a lettered football player playing fullback and linebacker for the varsity Cougars. He is president of Student Council and a member of the Spirit Club. He hopes to attend Temple University and upon graduation attend dental school to specialize in oral surgery. Next we have Brianne Colon. Brianne is the daughter of Carmen Tejeda Wilkes and Robert Wilkes of Hazleton. She has been involved in a number of clubs during her high school years. She's a member of Student Council, FBLA, the Spirit Club, Key Club, and Skills USA. She hopes to attend Cedar Crest College and major in social work. After graduation, she would like to work as a counselor in substance abuse. Jack Murray. Jack is the son of Kathy and John Murray of Hazel Township. He is a member of the Cougars varsity football team. He is also a participant in the Key Club, National Honor Society, History Club, FBLA, Student Council, and the Spirit Club. Jack plans on attending Temple University to study in the pre-med program in the hopes of going to medical school to become a radiologist. Next we have Elaine Che. Elaine is the daughter of Rosandra Alberto and Jose Che. She resides in Hazleton. Elaine is involved in a number of extracurricular activities, including Key Club, SAD, Spirit Club, Executive Council, Representative for Yearbook, Youth Representative to the City of Hazleton, Junior Council Lead Program through Bloomsburg University, the Hispanic Scholarship Fund, Youth Leadership Institute at the University of Chicago, and the Church Youth and Worship Team. She plans to attend Bloomsburg University for undergraduate studies and continue on to attain a PhD in speech-language pathology. Johnny Pepin lives in Hazleton and is the son of Nikki and Johnny Pepin. He is a member of SAD, Key Club, French National Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Johnny hopes to attend the University of Pennsylvania to major in business and economics and minor in actuarial science. Next we have Jeslyn Jimenez. Jeslyn is the daughter of Rod and Teresa Jimenez of Hazleton. She participates in a number of extracurricular activities at the high school, including FBLA, Executive Council, FLO, Mock Trial, and Key Club. She has applied to Temple University for acceptance to study forensic pathology and to one day have a career in that area. Jared Fetterman is the son of Molly and Gerald Fetterman of Hazel Township. He is an officer in FBLA, president of Mock Trial, president of the Forensics League, and STEM vice president of Executive Council. Jared plans on attending Penn State to study biotechnology. After graduation, he plans on continuing his studies by attending law school to pursue a career as a patent attorney. Next is Olivia Kay. Olivia is the daughter of Marie and David Kay and resides with her family in Drums. Olivia has been a 4-year member of Student Council and is now serving as secretary. She is also a member of the Spirit Club, Key Club, National Honor Society, Executive Council, and is the Mock Trial Vice President. She is presently undecided on what college she will attend, but she knows that she plans to major in history and after graduation follow up by attending law school. Shane Jordan is the son of Stephen and Deborah Jordan of Sugarloaf. He plans on attending Temple University. He is a member of the varsity soccer team and volleyball team. He is also a broadcasting communications student and president of Skills USA. Shane is undecided on what college he will attend, but he plans on studying electronic media communications and plan a career as a news anchor or sports broadcaster. Nicole Brezhnak is the daughter of Michael and Dina Brezhnak of Sugarloaf. She has been a member of the Drama Club, FBLA, the Hazleton Area High School Executive Council, the Psychology Club, and the National Honor Society. She plans on attending Philadelphia University, where upon graduation she will pursue a degree in fashion merchandising. Ben Young is the son of Wendy and Brad Young of drums. He participates in the Model UN program. He is a member of the Spirit Club, FBLA, Science Club, and National Honor Society. Ben would like to attend the University of Pittsburgh to major in physical therapy. Chelsea Marte is the daughter of Maritza and Angel Marte of Hazleton. She has been a member of the High School Key Club and Spirit Club. She plans on attending college where she would like to major in criminal justice to eventually have a career as a crime scene investigator. Brian Ventura is the son of Maria Ventura and Alberto Tejeda of Hazleton. He has participated in the Spirit Club. He hopes to attend Penn State or Temple University and after graduation pursue a career in dentistry. Alabel Pena is the daughter of Isabel Marcelina and Jose Miguel Pena of Hazleton. Alabel has been a member of the Hazleton Area High School Spirit Club and Key Club. She hopes to attend Temple University to earn a degree that would assist her to pursue a career in the medical field as a medical assistant. Jonathan Kashjak resides in West Hazleton with his parents, Karen and James Kashjak. He is a member of the Cougar varsity wrestling team and participates in Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science and serves as president, FBLA, Spirit Club, the Science Club, and the National Honor Society. Jonathan plans to attend Penn State University to study turf grass management. Rosanna Placencia is the daughter of Jaralee Placencia of Hazleton. She has been involved in a number of extracurricular activities: National Honor Society, Vice President of the Class of 2016, Executive Council, FBLA, Mock Trial, and Spirit Club. Her goal is to enlist in the reserves of the U.S. Marine Corps. She plans on attending college to major in sociology and someday have a career as a Pennsylvania State Trooper. Anthony Patrol is the son of Nick Patrol and Maureen Colbush of Tresco. He is part of the varsity boys volleyball team. He is vice president of FBLA, a member of Student Council, National Honor Society, Executive Council, and Spirit Club. Anthony plans on attending Temple University to study law. Kira Schell is the daughter of Mary and Dwayne Schell of drums. She is a member of the varsity lacrosse team. She also belongs to the National Honor Society, serves as treasurer of FBLA, Executive Council, Spirit Club, and the Ecology Club. She is undecided on her choice of colleges, but does plan on pursuing a career in environmental engineering. Keith Hudock is the son of Renee and Thomas Hudock of West Hazleton. Keith is a member of the varsity soccer team. He is also president of FBLA, vice president of student affairs of Hazleton Area High School Student Council, member of the National Honor Society, and Executive Council. He intends to attend Temple University and major in the study of computer science. Janella Smith is the daughter of Maria and Louis Quintana, who reside in Hazleton. She is a member of the Hazleton Area High School Key Club. Janelli plans to attend Manhattan College to major in business to one day have a career as an entrepreneur. Learnest Verona is the son of Raisha Castile and Ernest Verona of Hazleton. He is a member of the Dance Club, Executive Council, and Mock Trial. Learnest hopes to join the Navy and serve his 4 years while studying psychology to have a career in criminal justice. He would also like to someday open a dance studio. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand for this year's homecoming king and queen, Morgan O'Hara and Bobby Planutis. Morgan O'Hara is the daughter of Loretta and Gerald O'Hara of Sugarloaf. Morgan has been active in a number of extracurricular activities, both in school and in the local community. She is a member of the Hazleton Area High School water polo team, swim and diving team, student council, executive council, FBLA, Spirit Club, Can Do Student Board, Book Club, Junior Leadership, National Honor Society, and the Key Club. She is also a member of the YMCA swim team and volunteers as a swim coach at the YMCA. Bobby Planutis is the son of Michelle and Shane Planutis of Hazel Township. Bobby is a member of the Cougar varsity basketball team. He also participates in the Spirit Club, FBLA, Book Club. He's a 12th grade class representative, member of the Key Club and National Honor Society. He plans on attending college and continue to play basketball. In the future, he hopes to become a coach. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for all of the 2015 homecoming court members. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This completes our halftime homecoming activities.
Congratulations to everyone in the Hazleton Area High School homecoming court for 2015 as they receive congratulations from Principal Rocco Petrone. We are at the half. The score, Hazleton Area 14, Daniel Boone nothing. Halftime stats coming up next.
It's Octoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazleton.
Lease a Jeep Compass for $219 a month or a Jeep Cherokee Limited for $279 a month. Buy a Jeep Patriot for $19.9, plus we have 0% for 72 months on Town and Country.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram just off exit 145 on 91 in Hazleton.
Burger family dealerships, drive with experience.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
Okay. I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care. Yeah, I'm good. Because we make you better together.
Now, Hazel Park Spring Water is proud to announce that they are the official water of the WILN Sports Crew and available for home delivery through J.W. Wargo Spring Water Delivery. Since 1915, the Kreisel family has been serving the area with quality meats. The tradition continues today with 5 generations at Hazel Park Quality Meats, 260 Washington Avenue, West Hazleton, and Redding Specialty Meats, located at 216 East 4th Street in Berwick.
Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754 or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
For those of you that have been watching the World Series, and David Wright hitting a 2-run home run for the Mets to take a 2-1 lead into the second inning. Switched over here. We're at the half from Harmon Geist Stadium. Homecoming weekend festivities have just completed, and the Cougars leading the Blazers of Daniel Boone 14-0 at the half on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. Time to get a look at the halftime stats compiled by Jim Burns and brought to you by Berger Family Dealerships.
Marty, we've got Daniel Boone, 5 first downs, 64 yards rushing. Hazleton area, 11 first downs, 155 yards rushing. Carson Kinney with a big 70-yarder. Passing 22 total yards for Daniel Boone, 141 for Hazleton area, 296 total for the Cougars, 86 total yards for the Blazers. 1 turnover for Daniel Boone, 3 for Hazleton area. 1 penalty, 5 yards for the Blazers. 1 penalty, 13 yards for the Cougars. Cougars ahead by 14 on the scoreboard.
And looking at those stats, Joe, if I'm Coach Parks of Daniel Boone, I would think that you have to be pretty happy that you're within 14. The big stat was those 3 turnovers that have kept you within 2 scores here as the Daniel Boone Blazers trail 14-0. And we're going to get a look at first half highlights. And as Joe mentioned during the stats, Carson Kinney here on the second play of the game went 71 yards all the way down to the Blazer 5-yard line. And that would set up on 3rd and goal. Kinney getting the touchdown run to put the Cougars up 7-0 with 9:27 left in the opening quarter, capping a 5-play 80-yard drive. After the Cougars fumbled, the defense held on downs. The Cougar offense went 60 yards, and Otero from 6 yards out made it 14-0 Cougars. Now moving to second quarter action, Steve Longazelle had a big second quarter defensively. Here gets the sack and forces the fumble. That would be recovered by Eddie Beelan. Sparky Woke with a pump fake and pass down the field to Jose Cabrera. He would get inside the 10, but a Cougar turnover would end that scoring drive and keep the score 14-0. And here almost another turnover, but Otero picked up the loose football, and he would rumble into Daniel Boone territory for a first down run. And here Wolk again back to pass. Look down the middle of the field, and a great adjustment by Jose Cabrera. Bobbles a little bit, but corrals it and is brought down at the 17 for the first down. Cougars could not score on that drive, and that kept the score 14-0 as we are here at the half. We're going to take another break. Coming up next, third quarter action. You're watching live high school football on WILN.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Your body was made to move, fluidly and with ease. If the need for joint replacement surgery has stopped you in your tracks, it's time for a plan that can put you back in motion faster. The area's most experienced surgeons, the region's only nationally ranked program. That's Orthopedics in Action at Lehigh Valley Health Network.
It always feels good to pull my own part. Saves a lot of money, too.
I've never actually pulled it before, but I think it's time.
It's environmentally conscious, and it can be a lot of fun.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer who's up for an adventure, then come out to Harry's You Pull It. Pull your own quality recycled auto parts for up to 90% off the cost of buying new. Savings like that'll keep more money in the bank, which could lead to even greater fun. Harry's You Pull It. WeGotUsed.com.
Minutes away. That's right. You're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Frackville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazleton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Foster, I think, is up. Rolling about the tackle. Dietrich moved in here. McCoy's in the...
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium. At the half, the Cougars leading the Blazers of Daniel Boone 14-0. Homecoming weekend 2015 at Hazleton Area High School. Get a look at some individual stats put together by Jim Burns. Start with Daniel Boone carrying the football. Sinquay Ramsey, 13 carries, 40 yards, but he got injured early portion of that second quarter, and we'll see if he'll return to action in tonight's game. Also carrying the football for the Blazers, Spencer McIntosh, 3 carries, 16 yards, and the quarterback Josh Est, 4 carries, 10 yards. Est is 4 of 11 passing for 22 yards. Ryan Okanuski, 1 catch for 12 yards. For Hazleton area, Adrian Otero, 13 carries, 66 yards and a touchdown. Carson Kinney, 5 carries, 90 yards and a touchdown. Sparky Wolk has passed 6 times. He's completed 6 passes for 15 yards, 6 out of 15 with an interception for 141 yards. All 6 passes going for first downs. Jose Cabrera catches 3 for 90. Adrian Otero, 1 reception, 26 yards. Eddie Beelan, 1 for 14. Hunter Van Blargen, 1 for 11. Hazleton area with a slight time of possession advantage, 13-15 to 10-45. As Jim Burns pointed out to us during the break, 67 plays ran in that opening half. 35 for Hazleton area, 32 for Daniel Boone. And third down conversions, Hazleton area 4 of 7. The Blazers of Daniel Boone, 2 of 8. But as we mentioned at the end of those stats brought to you by Berger Family Dealerships, being outgained 296 to 86, if I'm Coach Parks at Daniel Boone, I'll be pretty happy just to be down 14-0 at this point.
Yeah, I think one of the things at halftime he needs to look at is the run game is he's rushed the ball okay. Not great, but okay. Maybe throw it a little bit off of play action would help with the passing yardage. Number 2 on the statistics, Wolk spreads the ball around. He has 3, 4, 5 receivers he can get it to, and they have good yardage on their catches. So Hazleton offensively doing a nice job both on the ground through the air. And we mentioned before in a half that Wolk continues to impress me early on, Mark. Only a freshman, but he's done a nice job managing the offense.
Tristan Williams will kick it away. Kuhn and Okanuski back deep for the Blazers. And this second half is underway. End over end kick will be taken by Kuhn at the 7. He's across the 15. Kuhn straight up the middle and got tripped up. Looks like they'll mark him right at about the 30-yard line. That's where the Blazers will start, 1st and 10.
Kuhn found a little bit of a gap there. Didn't really get tackled, tripped down. So pretty decent field position for the Blazers to start this second half.
Tonight's crew meal provided by Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazleton, next to the old Hazleton High School, affectionately known as the Castle. I'd like to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for many years of support of WYLN Sports. 1st and 10 for the Blazers. Ball marked at their own 30. Est gives to McIntosh, so Ramsey does not start this third quarter. Gunser, among others, stood him up after a gain of about a yard.
We talk about early down efficiency, Marty. You have to become more efficient 1st and 2nd down, give yourself a chance to move the chains. It's 2nd and 9 with only a 1-yard gain on that 1st down.
Low snap, S pass tipped and incomplete. Zukowski tipped it, dropping it incomplete.
Great drop by Josh Zukowski. Made a nice drop, got his hands up and tipped that ball.
So a big third down here, 3rd and 9 from the 31. S being pressured. Got it away, but the pressure forced the short throw and the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Zukowski, among others, got to the quarterback.
Josh Zukowski again leading the charge, really putting a lot of pressure on S. Here you see it. Beelan also up the field, but Zukowski from behind forces the 4th down.
So Kresge will punt it away. Van Blargen back deep for the Cougars. Van Blargen calls for the fair catch, and he'll take it at his own 35. We'd like to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. As a reminder, next Friday night, the regular season comes to a close. Joe, week number 10. We'll be here for the big rivalry between Berwick and Hazleton area in what will be the final regular season game for George Curry as head coach of the Berwick Bulldogs. Looks like the Bulldogs will make the playoffs, but next week, the final regular season home game at the helm of the Berwick Bulldogs for Coach Curry. Join us live next Friday night at 7. Berwick, Hazleton area, from right here at Harmon Guy Stadium, right here on WILN. First down carry for Otero. He is hit in the middle and brought down for a gain of about a yard. Spencer McIntosh on the tackle.
Great job by McIntosh. Steps up, makes a very strong tackle. Otero, normally when it's one-on-one, he's picking up additional yardage after the hit. But McIntosh, 5'9", 185-pound sophomore, makes the tackle for Daniel Boone.
Beelan and Kinney in motion to the top of your screen. Otero will go the other way. Breaks one tackle, spins and is thrown down across the 45 to the 46. That'll be good enough for a Harry's U pull-it. Cougar first down.
Little counter play back to the short side. There you see, you have linemen pulling, getting out in front. Marola was there, along with several of his teammates, leading the way. Otero picks up the first down.
An update from Citi Field in Game 3 of the World Series. The Royals have answered and have taken a 3-2 lead over the Mets in the top of the second inning. Here, Hazleton area in front 14-0, and Zukowski almost had a burst of speed there, gained a yard, and what a play by McIntosh to bring him down. Or it could have been big yardage for Zukowski.
Spencer McIntosh again sneaks inside to bring Zukowski down. Excellent job by the sophomore. I think they might have to call Frank Sinatra in. Oh, they can't do that. Well, give him a little bit of New York, New York.
If you can make it there, Joe.
Yep, you can make it anywhere.
Beelan and Brandon Cooper in motion to the top of your screen. Fake toss, give to Kinney. Kinney into Blazer territory. He'll be brought down at about the 46-yard line. McIntosh again with the tackle. Leaves the Cougars short of the first down by about a yard.
I'll tell you what, if you looked at all the games we've done with Hazleton, that play there has probably a 9 to 10 yard, and there you see Marola pulling to the right side. A 9 to 10 yard average. From what we've seen, they've run that play very effectively. Reason being, eyes on Otero as he goes left.
And here, Wolk will take it straight up the middle. Looks like forward progress. We'll give him enough for a Harry's U pull-it. Cougar first down But to go back to that previous play, not to take anything away from what the guys up front are doing, but I think that whole play is made by the fake by Wolk.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. Wolk, as I said before, he's doing a very good job at this point handling the ball. And I'll tell you, if I were Coach Brennan, I couldn't be happier thinking I'm going to have 3 more years with him. I mean, he has done a good job for a freshman. He's had some help, good offensive line play, but he's definitely starting to come of age.
And Wolk faked, he kept it himself, and he's going to be brought down inside the 40 to about the 38, a gain of 5. And the other positive for Coach Brennan, how about 2 more years of Wolk and Otero in your backfield?
Yeah, I think when you look at it, there are a lot of good signs. He's working on his 4th win of the season right now. So as I said, a lot of positive signs for Coach Brennan and his staff. One of the things in the first half, Hazleton dominated the time of possession, not by a lot, but they did have more.
Pitch to Cabrera. Cabrera is going to be very close to another Cougar first down. Looks like the spot will leave him about a yard shy.
A little bit of that forward toss zoom play. Right now working on 5 minutes of possession for Hazleton area as the clock goes under 7 minutes.
3rd down and a yard. Zukowski, the tailback. Wolk will keep it again. This will depend on the spot. Wait for Fred Dude here.
Yeah, stopping the clock, Marty. I think unless they want to take a look at it, we're looking at moving the chains.
Fred Dude says, first down Cougars. Hey, Harry's, you pull it. First down. And one of the other things, we talked about the strong finish for Hazleton area. Yes, they need some help, but with a couple of victories for Hazleton area in these last 2 games, an outside possibility is still making an Eastern Conference playoff berth.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're 5-5, I think there is a possibility, as you said.
Wolk's pass, short hop, basic. Sorry, Joe, incomplete.
That's okay, Marty. He had that pass intercepted down near the goal line. He's just not getting enough on it. Don't know whether his body lean is too far back. Didn't take the step forward, so didn't make a very good throw, forcing a 2nd down. Didn't have anybody up in his face, so he had time to make that throw. Maybe he wants to get rid of it too quickly.
6:20 left on the Berger Family Dealership 3rd quarter scoreboard. Cougars have led 14-0 since the opening quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined by Joe DeMelfi. Jim Burns on the stats. Gabriella Justin on the sideline. This is Otero. Otero trying to get to the far sideline. Gets tripped up after a gain of about 4.
That time, Daniel Boone did a nice job coming up with run support. After about a 4-yard gain, Otero gets nothing. We've seen he's been able to pick up good yardage after the first hit. That time, not so much, and we're looking at a 3rd down, about 7.
The official beverage of the WYLN Sports Crew, Hazel Park Water Store Spring Water. And some movement up front. See who jumped first.
And that's the other thing. We can't tell from up here whether Wolk and we have motion. I was going to say if that was on Daniel Boone, the hard count comes into play, but there was motion on Hazleton area, so that penalty is against the Cougars. Makes it a 3rd and about 12.
Eleventh play of this Cougar drive coming up on this 3rd and 12 from the Blazer 35. Van Blargen and Cabrera to the bottom of your screen out wide. He'll sling it out to Van Blargen. Eludes one tackler, but can spin away from the second tackle of Cole Becker.
The first tackler slowed Van Blargen down. The second tackler finished him off. You expect your wide receiver to that side to make a block on the first defender so that then Van Blargen can be one-on-one. Cabrera missed the block, so the play picked up a couple yards, but forcing Hazleton area to look at a 4th and about 9.
And they will go for it from the 32. Wolk throws incomplete, intended for Reeves, and the Daniel Boone defense will hold on downs.
I'll tell you what, Reeves looked like he was open, looked like they ran a double. Very, very shallow post, 2 of them. Reeves was the under route. The ball was underthrown. A little bit of pressure there by Daniel Boone caused Wolk to get rid of the ball.
That Cougar 12-play drive took 6:41 off the clock, bringing the third quarter clock down to 4:31 as Daniel Boone takes over here in the third. As pass tipped by Cabrera, and they'll fall incomplete.
Both players went up after it, Cabrera and the receiver for Daniel Boone. Cabrera was able to get a hand on it. Looks like Daniel Boone getting a little impatient, wanting to put some points on the board. Again, backside, Long Gazelle fighting that blocker to get up the field as the ball goes to the ground. Incomplete.
We'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Blazers. Yes, quick drop pass complete, and Kuhn is going to get enough for a Blazer. Harry's you pull it first down to the 43.
Esch did a nice job with the fake. Kuhn ran a good route right in front of the defender. Ball was hidden for just a short amount of time. So Daniel Boone comes alive offensively to pick up the first down.
Esch pitches to McIntosh after he took the big hit from Long Gazelle. Credit Esch for hanging in there, and McIntosh gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Blazers.
Well, Sutton was there defensively on the pitch. There you saw a option play with no dive. It was the quarterback down the line making the pitch to McIntosh. As you said, Esch took a good shot and then got it away, but Sutton with Matt Sutton along with several other players are right there to make the tackle.
Esch to pass. Pass tipped by Jones. It'll go incomplete as Cabrera took down the intended receiver after the ball was tipped.
Logan Jones, great job underneath, gets his hands up. You always talk about a linebacker when they make the drop. Number 1, keep your eye on the quarterback. Number 2, good drop, get your hands up, and that's what Logan Jones did.
3rd down, call it 11 from the 42. Esch rolling left, being pressured. Gets it away, intercepted by Otero. He'll go out of bounds at the Cougar 40-yard line.
Adrian Otero from the safety position is able to get over and make that interception. Esch got outside. You see Long Gazelle there chasing Esch, and he's able to make the throw, but didn't get enough on it. Too much arc. Otero had enough time to get over to make the interception.
So after the interception, 3:06 left in the third. Cougars take over at their own 40. This is Kinney. Kinney cuts it back to the middle. Kinney will not go down, and finally gets pushed down after a gain of about 9.
I'll tell you what Kinney did. He got up in front or behind that first wall, and as that wall moved forward, the wall of offensive players, you're going to look at this right here. Move, move, move. Now he's going to cut it back, and the backside of the defense again didn't get there in time, so big yards on that first down play.
7th carry for Kinney puts him over 100 yards at 108 and a touchdown. Now it'll be Otero with the carry. Otero cuts it back to the middle. He has a first down and more. Otero pulling his way near the 40. Good for a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Same principle as Kinney's run. Otero doing the same thing right here. Taking that step outside and then running out of a tackle backside, picking up the first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Cougars from the Blazer 41. Wolk, quick drop, looks left, pass complete to Cabrera. Cabrera stays on his feet, and he'll get a gain of about 4 on the play.
Good route by Cabrera. Nice throw by Wolk. Picks up about 4 yards. Here you see the throw. Tell your receiver always to think about going outside after the throw. Make the fake inside, then get to the sideline. Less people if you make the fake inside, but if you do turn inside, then you have the linebackers in pursuit, the safety. But that time, Cabrera did come inside, picked up some yardage as we have a whistle on the field.
Timeout, Daniel Boone. They trail it 14-0.
It's Octoberger, the sale's so big they named a month after it.
2015 Buick LaCrosse, $4,000 discount and 0% financing. Or save $3,000 or 0% financing on this 2015 all-wheel drive Buick Enclave. Save over $5,000 on this 2015 GMC Sierra Denali Crew Cab.
Burger Buick GMC Cadillac, just off exit 145 on 91 in Hazleton.
Burger Family Dealerships, drive with experience.
Weatherwood is a privately owned 200-bed nursing and rehabilitation center nestled in the quiet town of Weatherly, Pennsylvania. We offer our residents and our families tranquil and scenic views from just about anywhere in the building. We are located within minutes of Lehigh Valley Health Network, Hazleton, as well as major metropolitan medical and trauma centers in the Lehigh Valley. Whispering Meadows is a 50-bed secured dementia unit in our facility. Whether you need short-term, long-term, or respite stay, call or stop by today for a tour.
Happy Halloween from everyone here at WILN Sports. It's Friday night of Halloween weekend, and the Cougars leading at 14-0 here in the third quarter after the Daniel Boone timeout. A 2nd down and 6 as Wolk rolls right. Dumps it off to Kinney. Kinney eludes one tackler, stays on his feet, tried to tiptoe the sidelines before he goes out of bounds at the 25, but not before he picks up another. Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Good job. Good, nice route by Kinney. You can run that route too far inside, then you got the backer on you. This time he ran it wider. Linebacker couldn't get to him. He's able to make the catch, and then good yards after the catch. First down for the Cougars, and they have dominated the third quarter, but no points as yet.
The give to Otero straight up the middle. He'll get a gain of about 3 to the 22. A couple of scoring updates. Game 3 of the World Series has moved to the third with the Royals still leading 3-2. And in Berwick in third quarter action, the Bulldogs now leading Coughlin 20-6. And what is shaping up that looks like it'll be a very important game next week for Berwick against Hazleton area to round out the regular season. You'll be able to see it here on WILN as Wolk kept it himself, and Wolk, he is going to be brought down inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal. Cougars on the Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Nice fake by Otero. He's jumping over people. Wolk has the ball. getting up the field.
So with the ball at the Blazer 9, it'll be the Cougars again in the Grand Central Red Zone. This is Otero trying to get to the middle and to the end zone. He's in! Touchdown, Cougars!
Otero, right side. Nice job by the offensive line to that side. He's able to step up. No one there. Once he gets beyond the line of scrimmage, Colin Gunser does a good job making the pull. Had a man on his shoulder, just stayed right there, so he couldn't get any penetration. Otero takes it in. Williams' kick is good.
Right off the scoreboard with 12.7 seconds left in the third. Cougars now lead at 21-0.
Now, Hazel Park Spring Water is proud to announce that they are the official water of the WILN Sports Crew and available for home delivery through J.W. Wargo Spring Water Delivery. Since 1915, the Kreisel family has been serving the area with quality meats. The tradition continues today with 5 generations at Hazel Park Quality Meats, 260 Washington Avenue, West Hazleton, and Redding Specialty Meats, located at 216 East 4th Street in Berwick.
Creepy and the kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together, ooky, the Addams family. Their house is under the...
Welcome back to Harmon Guy Stadium. The Cougars have increased their lead to 21-0 with 12.7 seconds left in the third. And Williams kicks it away. Akanuski up the middle. He's going to be across the 25 before Yonner brings him down. And the Blazers will start at their own 27 with 2.9 seconds left here in the third.
Marty, Hazleton area last drive. Otero, 9-yard run, right side. Williams with the kick. They went 7 plays, 60 yards, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Otero, 3 rushes, 22 yards. Wolk had 1 for 13 yards, 21-0. Cougars up as we are about to end the third quarter.
In what should be the last play of this third quarter. Give us to Kuhn. Kuhn to the outside. Otero will bring him down shy of the 35. That'll be the last play of the third. With the score, Hazleton area 21, Daniel Boone 0. Fourth quarter action up next.
Time is fleeting. Tri-County Business Machines has been serving the Hazleton area with office supplies and furniture for over 35 years. We are your local Kyocera dealer for all your digital Kyocera copiers, printers, and faxes. For exceptional reliability, sales, and service, the call to make is to Tri-County Business Machines. Tri-County Business Machines, keeping your office up to speed. Tri-County Business Machines, located at 117 East Broad Street, Hazleton. Phone 459-0754 or visit us on the web at tricountybm.com.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Time is fleeting.
With all these animations, Joe, I don't know how I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. as it is Halloween weekend 2015 and homecoming weekend at Hazleton Area High School, and the Cougars leading it 21-0. As McIntosh will get the carry, Sanchez wraps him up, brings him down for a loss of about a yard.
I'll tell you what, Sammy Sanchez, senior from that Hazleton defensive front, stands up the offensive man and then makes the tackle.
So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. Opening moments of this 4th quarter on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard as the Cougars look to get to 4-5 on this season. Cougars come with a blitz. Jones can't get him. Beelan may have tipped it, and Cabrera can't get it as the pass was intended for Devin Glenn.
I'll tell you what, the rush has been very, very instrumental pass defense tonight. Don't know whether, I believe that's Cabrera, but whether he got kicked or went down hard on his leg, but you have to credit the pass rush with doing a great job tonight for Hazleton area.
And while they look at Jose Cabrera, we'll send it down to the sidelines to Gabriella.
Thank you, Marty. I'd like to shed some light on Steve Longazelle. Last season, he was injured for a good amount of the season, but even on the sidelines, he was a strong leader vocally for the team. Tonight, again, having a standout game. Not only is he a good football player, though, he keeps up with it through wrestling season. He's also a very good wrestler. You can see some of those skills out here on the field when he tackles those guys. Back to you, Marty and Joe.
Listen, Joe, I saw Steve Longazelle out on the field pregame, and he was getting himself psyched up. I was afraid to talk to him.
I tell you what he does. Very good point. He's an athlete. He has some moves. He has some strength. He can run a little bit, run the field. So he's an athlete that makes plays.
Cabrera was able to leave under his own power. Let's see if he'll be returning to the Cougar lineup as Kresge again will punt it away to Hunter Van Blargen. And Van Blargen calls for the fair catch and lets it roll. It takes a sideways roll that'll be down at the Cougar 28-yard line. That's where they take over 1st and 10. High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Sal's Septic Service Cesspools and Septic Tank Cleaning, a division of Marola's Garage, located in Pardeesville. Call 570-455-6246 for all your septic tank problems. And Marola's Garage for car and truck inspection and repairs. If it has wheels, they can fix it.
Cougars will put the ball in play here, Marty, at the 27-28-yard line. And one of the things to look at in the 3rd quarter, they did a very good job of managing clock, scoring some points. Rushing game did very well.
That was the 6th punt of the night for Kresge, a 37-yard average. And he gets a lot of height on his punts, Joe.
He does. Seems like he has a strong leg. We have 2 punters, kickers. Williams for Hazleton also has a strong leg.
Kinney cut it back to the middle, gets across the 30 to about the 33 for a gain of about 5.
Again, the backside needs to get there quicker. If Hazleton area runs into, with that running style, you run into a backside defense that is very quick. It's tougher to cut it back. Then you have to try to take it to the corner.
This is Otero trying to find some running room. He cuts it to the outside. Otero has a 1st down and more. He's in the Blazer territory down the sideline. Otero is going to be hauled down inside the 10. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Cougar 1st down.
Ryan Quigley for Daniel Boone. Great effort to catch Otero as he took it off tackle. Take a look here. Took it off tackle. bounced it outside, and Adrian Otero, 6'1", 210 sophomore, shows a little bit of speed as he gets to the corner. As I mentioned, Quigley, strong effort for Daniel Boone to pull Otero down.
Cougars in the Grand Central red zone after the 61-yard run by Otero. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 to about the 3 for a gain of 2. That 21 carries, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns for Otero, and unofficially that puts him over 900 yards on the season. Very good chance for Adrian Otero to try to reach the 1,000-yard mark.
Ran that counter back to short side, which has been fairly effective. That time not so much as Daniel Boone gets there.
This is Otero, cuts it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! 3rd touchdown of the night for Adrian Otero.
Ran the toss play, no one up the field, so Adrian Otero is able to turn it up. Short 3-yard gain for the touchdown. Cougars up by 27. Williams going to try to make it 28. There you see the toss. Out in front, Carson Kinney. Along with the offensive line, Carson Kinney blocking from that fullback position as Williams kicks it through.
It is good. With 9:17 left in the ball game, Cougars now lead it 28-0.
It's Octoberger, the sale so big they named a month after it. Only at Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Route 93 Hazleton.
Lease a Jeep Compass for $219 a month or a Jeep Cherokee Limited for $279 a month. Buy a Jeep Patriot for $19,900, plus we have 0% for 72 months on Town and Country.
It's the Jeep Celebration event at Burger Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, just off exit 145 on 91 in Hazleton.
Burger family dealerships, drive with experience.
Summer's almost over, but the fall savings are just beginning at Bedrock Gardens. Now is the time to purchase your patio furniture, fire pits, and hardscape materials for next spring. Stop in and save. Let them help you plan your yard improvement projects for next spring. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Stop in and save today.
Halloween Eve, 2015, the Cougars leading Daniel Boone 28-0 on the strength of their running game. Again, 2 runners over 100 yards, accounting for all 4 touchdowns on the ground. And Williams will kick it away for the Cougars. And this one will spin down at the 2, and Kuhn will have to pick it up there. And Kuhn is hit and brought down after a return of about 12 yards. Josh Zukowski with the big hit.
Great special teams play by Zukowski.
9-yard line, 8-yard line.
And an update from Citi Field. If you tuned over here, the Cougars leading 28-0. Curtis Granderson has given the Mets a 4-3 lead in the 3rd. Here, as I mentioned, 2 runners over 100 yards, Carson Kinney, Adrian Otero. They account for all 4 touchdowns, and Hazleton area leads 28-0. Estel keep on first down, gets met in the middle by Eddie Beelan, along with Sammy Sanchez.
Marty, Hazleton area last touchdown drive. Otero 3-yard run, left side. Williams with the kick. 4 plays, 72 yards, 1 minute, 48 seconds. Otero, 3 rushes, 66 yards, including a 61-yarder.
S pass is complete to the far sideline to Kuhn. Sutton slings him down, but not before it looks like Kuhn has enough for a blazer. Harry's you pull it, first down.
Good throw by S. Kuhn is able to after the catch, make some yardage, pick up the first down.
This is Kuhn, as Est kept it with Kuhn, who'll get about a yard to the 25. And one of the things for Daniel Boone, and I always say this, you feel bad for kids in their senior year that ends up with season-ending injury, as it appears that's what it is for senior quarterback Nick Hughes. But you almost wonder what might have been, as Daniel Boone got off to a 3-0 start, and then Hughes got hurt in week 4, and things have gone down for Daniel Boone. But as Est is hit and sacked, brought down by Eddie Beelan.
Again, Beelan backside. Marty, getting back to what you talked about, I said that, and Est really doing an okay job, but one of the things you have to look at, quarterback with experience goes down. Est comes in the game, he has some experience, but he's not the number one guy, so he was not getting a lot of reps at that point. As he makes a nice throw there to Akanuski, and comes close to the first down marker.
So after that third down pass, Kresge will have to punt it away again.
Suffered a big loss the play before that. And although that pass play, the previous, picked up good yardage, it still left Daniel Boone well short with 6:18 left in the fourth quarter.
Kresge not as high a kick, but forces Van Blargen to let it roll. And it'll be down just inside the Cougar 30. That's where they take over 1st and 10. And mentioned, Joe, that it's Halloween weekend. But from what I saw, it looks like you don't have to do any trick-or-treating tomorrow.
Not at all. I was treated very well by my person who makes sure I have a lot of chocolates. And I hope that she is thanked.
I think you just did.
Well, I thank her on air, but I want her husband also to thank her.
Well, that's if he remembers by the time he gets home.
She'll remind him.
Ball be marked at the Cougar 30, 1st and 10. Walk under center. And he'll give to Otero, who is met immediately in the backfield from Daniel Boone. And unfortunately cannot find a number 52 on the Blazer roster, but that young man made a nice play and brought Otero down for a loss of 2.
Clock running, Marty. Hazleton area well on their way to their 4th victory.
Wolk hit as he throws, and out of the hands of Basic, incomplete.
I think that was Quigley that closed in on Wolk and made the hit as he was releasing the ball. So Ryan Quigley, a 6'2", 185-pound senior for Daniel Boone, done a nice job defensively for the Blazers tonight.
Coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. Walk to pass. Looking for Van Blargen, incomplete.
Like the throw, I think Van Blargen was maybe thinking about going up the field a little too soon because the throw was fairly accurate. Van Blargen just didn't handle it.
Tyler Ring was coming quickly in the coverage for Daniel Boone.
And there are a couple things there, Marty. Number one, you're thinking about running up the field. Number two, you have coverage right behind you. So you have to concentrate on catching the ball.
Williams was pressured and was looking to try to find a spot to kick it away, but couldn't find it, and he was brought down at about the 21-yard line of Hazleton area. So a big break here for Daniel Boone with their special teams.
I'll tell you what, Hazleton area, usually special teams are pretty solid. That time, up the field very quickly were the Blazers. So with 5:12 left, fourth quarter, they're going to have a chance to get it in the end zone.
Est fake to McIntosh, quick pass is complete to Kuhn. Beelan brings him down inside the 20 to the 17, a gain of 4.
Made that little fake inside, tried to freeze the linebackers. But Josh Zukowski was there to make the hit. It picked up a couple on the short pass. Makes it second and about 7.
And the Blazers are in the Grand Central red zone as Est rolls right. Throws back across the middle, and it is intercepted by Otero. Otero cuts it back. And Otero will be brought down out across the 20 to the 24 as the Cougars, with that interception, preserve the shutout.
I'll tell you what, Adrian Otero from the safety position has pretty good range, although he had good coverage there. And I think Est was just taking a chance. He threw it up in the middle. Otero right there makes the interception. Big game for Adrian Otero, both sides of the ball.
And with 4:24 left in the fourth, we want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe Niles select a Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. Cabrera in motion to the bottom of your screen. Wolk gives off to Zukowski, who cuts it back, and Zukowski will get across the 25 to the 26 for a gain of 2. And how about that offense and that offensive line needing to get a lot of credit, Joe? Both Otero and Kinney going over 100 yards on the night. Between the two, accounting for 277 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And I've mentioned it several times when doing the Hazleton games. I'm impressed with that group led by Gunther, Sanchez, Marola, Dietrich, Costil, Beelan, Kinney, as you mentioned, from the fullback position. Done an excellent job. And anytime you have people rush for that much yardage.
Pass complete to Beelan. He laid out a big hit on his way to picking up a Harry's You Pull It Cougar first down, and you can hear his teammates who like to see that big hit by Beelan.
Now, he's not exactly a small person to bring down. If you're going to try to go up high with him, you have to expect to take a little bit of a hit. And there you see Beelan got underneath the defender after making a very nice catch, turning up the field.
So a new set of downs for the Cougars at their own 38, 1st and 10. Toss play to Zukowski to the right side. He cuts it back. He's across the 40, and he'll be brought down by Quigley at about the 44-yard line, a gain of 6.
Quigley, a defensive player for Daniel Boone that has some range defensively. Linebacker position, he's able to get over and make the tackle. Ryan Quigley. Under 3 minutes as the Cougars look like 4 and 5. Bulldogs look like they were on their way to a win at Crispin Field.
Last report was still 20-6 Dogs. So they that stays the same. They'll come in here 7 and 2. looking to secure a home, at least one home game in the District 2 AAA playoffs that would begin in 2 weeks, as Carson Kinney gets a Harry Jupulik Cougar first down to midfield. And it's amazing to see as the season has progressed, Joe, to see the development of Carson Kinney and his involvement in this Cougar offense, more and more handling the football.
No doubt about it. And as we said, it's as you look at, as
Wolk's pass complete to Van Blargen. He's inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars.
I'll tell you what, Wolk gave the little bit of a shoulder. He knew to make that fake and then makes the throw. Wasn't because Van Blargen wasn't covered. If you look at the replay, late pressure, Van Blargen's able to turn to the ball. The defensive back never got turned around. So Van Blargen makes a play on the ball, scores a touchdown.
Wolk now 226 yards passing, 1 touchdown as Williams' kick is up and good. 2:01 left in the fourth. Cougars lead it 35-0.
It's high school football time. Watch WILN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WILN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WILN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WILN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
How does this work?
Just set your baseline goal resistance, interval durations, pulmonary range, caloric burn, and incline variance.
Tired of everything being so difficult?
How do I slow it down?
At Service Electric Cablevision, we make things easy, like our whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once. Build your own custom library of movies and shows to watch whenever you want on any TV in your home. Get the whole home 6-tuner DVR free for 2 months.
Rehabilitation Center, 100 Evergreen Avenue in Weatherly. Saturday, November 7th from 10 to 2. Vendors wanted. Tables only $10. To register, call 570-427-8683.
Across the 20 to the 23.
You say one of the things a win like this does is obviously confidence builder. Along with the seniors feel that they've brought improvement to the program. Coach Brennan has done a great job in that direction. Younger people, Wolk, Cabrera, Otero, becoming better. They feel good about what's going on. Hazleton, last drive, Van Blargen, 50-yard pass from Wolk. Williams with the kick, 5 plays, 76 yards. 3 minutes, 11 seconds.
Est kept it himself, straight up the middle. Looks like forward progress has him just about a yard shy of the first down after a gain of 9.
Gain of 9 on the play, bring it 2nd and 1.
S takes the high snap, gives to McIntosh. Kept it himself as McIntosh got hit in the backfield. Paid the price for not having the football as S gets across the 35, fooled me out, and picks up a Harry Jupulik Blazer first down.
That's exactly what you want to happen, though, Marty. You want somebody to tackle that fake back so the person with the ball can take it up the field.
And again, S faked it to McIntosh. Runs it out to the 40-yard line after a gain of 2.
Almost. No gloves either.
Under 40 seconds remaining in the ballgame as Hazleton area will go to 4 and 5 and have an opportunity to go to 500 on this 2015 season next Friday night in the regular season finale here on WILN against the Berwick Bulldogs. As pass to Kuhn, complete as Otero brings him down across the 40 to the 38. Good for a Harry's, you pull it. Blazer first down.
Coach Bill Parks is going to have some pluses to take from this game film as Est makes a nice throw to Kuhn.
Est looking right, looking for Glenn. Incomplete. Cabrera on the coverage. And with the mercy rule in effect, the clock will tick to zeros. Hazleton area will go to 4-5. And actually, I apologize, jumped the gun as the Cougars were heading onto the field. Daniel Boone took a timeout before this game goes final. I'm not sure if they're going to communicate up here to the booth as to how much time. 5 seconds, it looks like Fred Dude is saying. So one more opportunity for the Blazers to get on the board, and they're going to try it. Drew Kresge, the senior, is going to attempt a 54-yard field goal to spoil the shutout. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is no good. As Otero caught it in the end zone, it was just short. But both Williams and Kresge coming up just short in tonight's game on field goals 50 and beyond.
I'll tell you what, Marty, both of them at 45 were probably good, as Kresge just put that one short.
But now I can say that the Cougars are 4-5. They'll look to get to 500 next Friday night here at Harmon Guy Stadium against the Berwick Bulldogs. Daniel Boone will fall to 3-6 as the Cougars come away with the big game offensively. Both Otero and Kinney over 100 yards each, accounting for 4 touchdowns. But we went to the defensive side, and I thought this young man really set the tone defensively, had a sack, forced fumble, several hurries on the quarterback, and that's senior defensive end Steve Longazelle.
I'll tell you what, he led what we talked about, a very good pass defense from the line of scrimmage with the rush, led by Steve Longazelle, our Fairways player of the game.
And one final update from Citi Field. The Mets leading 5-4 in the bottom of the 4th in Game 3 of the World Series. And Steve Longazelle, our Fairway Chevrolet player of the game. And what a great job. What a great team effort again tonight for Hazleton area. Did it offensively, put up 35. Defensively, you pitch a shutout. Let's see how happy Mike Brennan is as he's with Gabriella.
Coach Brennan, congratulations. You guys are advancing to 4-5, returning next week to Harmon Guy Stadium. How do you feel?
I'm excited for our kids. It's the most games we won in a while. For how sloppy we were in the first half, we came out and executed in the second half. Our defense was lights out all night. They didn't drive across the 50-yard line all night. So to get our second shutout of the season and to step up in the second half offensively, I'm really happy for our kids.
Steve Longazelle with a standout game tonight. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, he did. We challenged him yesterday to have a breakout game. He wasn't playing 100% for most of the year. He's healthy now. He did a great job tonight. He was in the backfield all night.
Well, again, congratulations, Coach Brennan. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Back to you, Marty and Joe.
Steve Longazelle leading the defense to a shutout. 531 yards of total offense from the Hazleton area. They go to 4-5 with a 35-0 victory. We'll be back to wrap it up from Harmon Guy Stadium right after this.
I'm good. Athletes try talking themselves out of being hurt.
I'm good.
Working past the pain because they want to keep on playing.
Okay. I'm good.
Coordinated Health understands. As the #1 sports medicine team in the region, we get these champions back in the game with pro-level care.
Yeah, I'm good.
Because we make you better together.
Hi, this is Barb from John Diane Insurance Agency with your Cougar Fun Fact. The first football game played in Harmon Guy Stadium was in 1939.
Hi, Anita here from John Diana Insurance Agency. Did you know we saved your friends and family in the greater Hazleton area thousands of dollars by switching their insurance to JD Insurance?
Give Anita a call for a quote and she'll give you a $25 gift certificate from Third Base.
Call or go to our website and ask for me so I can give you a $25 gift certificate to Third Base.
On Halloween Eve, we welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium on the Berger Family Dealership scoreboard. The Cougars go to 4-5 with a 35-0 victory over Daniel Boone. And Joey, look ahead to the regular season finale next week. Some of the storylines, Hazleton area with some help and a victory have a shot of making Eastern Conference playoffs, and at the very least ending the season on a strong note, winning 2 in a row, going to 5-5. But the Bulldogs look like they'll come in here 7-2, looking to cement at least one home game in the District 2 AAA playoffs. And then the one that everybody will be talking about, the final regular season game at the helm of Berwick for head coach George Curry.
Yeah, as you said, there's going to be several storylines. I think number one, obviously Coach Curry, the winningest coach in the state of Pennsylvania, has made a significant impact on many, many players. Obviously has done a great job with the program, won 450-some ball games. And people say, well, how important is winning? I say, if it's not important, then take the scoreboard down. I mean, I think along with winning, though, as I said before, he has touched many, many lives, and it'll be interesting to do the ball game next week, Marty.
And it'll be very interesting to chat with him a little bit before the game. You won't get much out of him, but it'll be interesting to chat with him one more time. He's been a good friend of ours here at WILN. Look forward to seeing him next Friday night. But let's recap tonight's game with some highlights. And we'll start with the Hazleton area offense. The second play of the game, Carson Kinney would rumble 71 yards all the way down to the Blazer 5-yard line, as Kinney would be one of 2 Cougars to go over 100 yards on the night. And here he gets his touchdown from 3 yards out, 9:27 left in the first. It was 7-0 Cougars. Cougars would then cap a 60-yard drive with this Adrian Otero 6-yard run. With a minute 44 left in the first, it was 14-0 Cougars. And then our Fairway Chevrolet player of the game, Steve Longazel, with the sack, forced fumbled, recovered by Eddie Beelan. And Ryan Wilk would go to work, throwing downfield to Jose Cabrera. He'd be brought down inside the 10, but the Cougars would get a turnover and keep the score at 14-0. Here almost another turnover as Otero fumbled the football, picked it up, and he would rumble into Daniel Boone territory for the first down. Sparky Wolk could go back to pass again in the second quarter, and he'd go deep down the middle of the field to Cabrera, who would adjust to the short pass, bobbled a little bit, but was brought down inside the 20. Again, Cougars would not score, and at the half it was 14-0 Hazleton area. And here Est had his pass tipped in third quarter action by Cabrera, forcing the incompletion. And again, Est being pressured by Longazel as he was most of the night, would throw downfield, have it picked off for the first of 2 interceptions by Adrian Otero. Cougars would continue to lead 14-0, but they would make it 21 as they would go 60 yards in 7 plays. 12 seconds left in the third, and it was 21-0 Cougars. Heading to the fourth, Otero would rattle off the big run going from right to left. This one would go 61 yards, and that would get the Cougars inside the 10 for a first and goal. And that would set up a 3-yard run, the third rushing touchdown of the night for Otero. It was 28-0 Cougars. And here, Eddie Beelan getting in on the sack party, bringing S down. And the Cougars were not done offensively, but this time through the air. It would be Wolk to Hunter Van Blargen, and he would go 50 yards tiptoeing down the sidelines. 2:01 left in the fourth, and the Cougars would lead at 35-0. And that would be the way coming weekend would begin for Hazleton Area High School with a 35-0 victory by Hazleton Area. And Joe, Coach Brennan down there meeting with reporters, has to be very happy with this total team effort.
I think he's happy with the direction the program is moving in. I think he's looking forward to next week. Obviously, like to finish 5-5. He knows it's going to be a tough task against the Bulldogs.
And I think somewhere Coach Curry also knows that this isn't the same Hazleton area team that he faced last year. And I always think back to what Coach Curry said when he was interviewed at the end of that game last year. And he said, give Coach Brennan a lot of time. He's going to get things turned around, and you're seeing the progress here.
Coach Curry and I have had that conversation, and he's said that Coach Brennan would, given time, move the program in the right direction.
As long as Coach Curry doesn't want him to go to 5-5, though, next week.
No.
We're going to say goodnight, and we'd like to remind you it is Halloween weekend with the bad moon rising. Keep an eye out for the trick-or-treaters all weekend long. Keep them safe and let them enjoy the weekend. We'd like to say goodnight for our director, Barry J.S., for Stats by Jim Burns, for Gabriella Justin, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Hazleton area 35, Daniel Boone nothing. Join us next Friday night for the regular season finale of high school football. Berwick is in town to take on the Hazleton area Cougars. We'll be on the air next Friday night live at 7 for the final regular season coaching game at Berwick for George Curry. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Enjoy your Halloween, and good night from Hazleton.
This week on Topic A, I'm joined by Dr. Dave Sosar, Professor of Political Science. We're talking about election history in Hazleton and how it affects you more than you think. About that coming up this week on Topic A, only on WYLN.
Her office has handled over 17,000 cases. This past year, she saved taxpayers $270,000. Under her leadership, there's been a 100% criminal homicide conviction rate. She saw a flaw in the law benefiting hit-and-run drivers and petitioned legislators to pass Kevin's Law. And thousands of members of law enforcement organizations have unanimously endorsed her.
Please vote on November 3rd so I may continue working hard for you.
Helping your dollars go further.